Hey everybody, thanks. I just want to thank you again for tuning in to Bud's Hot Sports Takes with me, Bud. If you're returning, then you know we will be going over the current league leaders before we get to who to pick for Sunday's games. If this is your first time, you know the order. And if you're uninterested in the league leaders, you can skip ahead to the picks. Passing, Justin Herbert is leading the league with 860 passing yards. He has 6 passing touchdowns, 1 interception, been sacked 10 times, has 69 rushing yards on 18 attempts to go along with those passing yards. Geno Smith is second in the league with 831 passing yards. He has 4 passing touchdowns, 4 interceptions, been sacked 12 times, 35 rushing yards on 9 carries to go along with those passing yards. Daniel Indiana Jones is third in the league with 816 passing yards. He has 3 passing touchdowns, no interceptions, been sacked 2 times, has 55 rushing yards on 17 carries, and 3 rushing touchdowns to go along with those passing yards. Dak Prescott, he's 4th in the league with 800 passing yards. That's right, 800. Not sure how he came up to that exactly, but that's kind of neat. Anyway, he has 3 passing touchdowns, 3 interceptions, been sacked 5 times, and 20 rushing yards on 4 carries to go along with those passing yards. And then 5th in the league right now is Drake May with 785 passing yards. He has 5 passing touchdowns, 2 interceptions. He's been sacked 12 times, has 87 rushing yards on 21 carries and 1 rushing touchdown to go along with those passing yards. And he's passing for over a 70% completion rate. Rushing, your league leader is Jonathan Taylor. He's leading the league with 338 rushing yards. He has 60 carries, 3 rushing touchdowns, which all came last week against the Titans. 93 receiving yards, 1 receiving touchdown to go along with those rushing yards. James Cook is second in the league with 284 rushing yards. He has 53 carries, 4 rushing touchdowns, with at least 1 in each game so far. 71 receiving yards, and 1 fumble to go along with those rushing yards. Travis Etienne Jr. is third in the league with 270 rushing yards after enjoying a top 2 finish through both the first 2 weeks. He has 46 carries, 1 rushing touchdown, 31 receiving yards, and 1 receiving touchdown to go along with those rushing yards. Derrick the King Henry is 4th in the league with 242 rushing yards and is looking like king of the fumbles this year, with 1 in every game so far this year, which is very much not like the Henry we are used to seeing. He has 41 carries, 3 rushing touchdowns, 20 receiving yards, and 3 fumbles to go along with those rushing yards. Bijan Robinson is 5th in the league with 239 rushing yards, which, grabbing the 5 spot after the 30-0 shellacking the Panthers gave the Falcons last Sunday, says something about his production. He has 47 carries, no rushing touchdowns, 164 receiving yards, and 1 receiving TD to go along with those rushing yards. Your receiving leader right now is Puka Nacua. He's leading the league with 333 receiving yards. He has 29 receptions and somehow has still been kept out of the end zone so far when it comes to receiving. He also has 52 rushing yards and 1 rushing touchdown to go along with those receiving yards. Jackson Smith-Njigba is second in the league with 323 receiving yards. He has 22 receptions, 1 receiving TD, and 2 fumbles to go along with those receiving yards. Ricky Pearsall is third in the league with 281 receiving yards. He has 16 receptions, no touchdowns, and one carry for -4 rushing yards to go along with those receiving yards. Malik Neighbors is fourth in the league with 251 receiving yards. He has 16 receptions and 2 receiving TDs to go along with those receiving yards. Jamar Chase is fifth in the league with 241 receiving yards. He has 21 receptions, 1 receiving TD, 1 carry for 9 rushing yards, and 1 fumble to go along with those receiving yards. This has been one of the weirdest starts to the NFL season that comes to mind. Usually there may be 1 or 2 shake-up in your top 5, but this has been a year so far where guys who haven't performed are performing, and guys who do usually hit the top 5 charts aren't for the most part, whether it be passing, rushing, receiving, tackles, sacks, or interceptions. Now to the part you're waiting for, your suggestions. Quarterback. Suggestion 1, Caleb Williams. Like I said, this has been a very strange year so far. Caleb is currently 11th in passing yards and has 7 passing touchdowns with only throwing 1 interception. He's also rushed for almost 100 yards and has 1 rushing TD. He is going up what has so far been a weak defense in the Las Vegas Raiders. But hey, the Panthers just shut out the Falcons 30-0. So never underestimate a team or defense. But given what the data is showing me this week and the value of what he is costing, this is my top suggestion for Sunday. He is going for 5,800 in DraftKings and 7,500 in. Suggestion 2, Drake May. Yes, he is going against a defense that just shut out another team out and scored a lot of points for whoever picked them last week in the Panthers. But I believe this was an outlier week for them and not something that is the norm. Drake May is 5th in the league in passing yards and is passing at a 72.3% completion rate. Has 5 passing touchdowns with only 2 interceptions and 97 rushing yards for 1 rushing touchdown on the year. He is going low mainly because of the defense he is playing and what they did last week. So scoop him up this week. He is going for 5,500 in DraftKings and 7,100 in FanDuel. Running back suggestion 1, Jonathan Taylor, DraftKings, and Omarion Hampton, FanDuel. I know usually I suggest just a single guy at a time, but Jonathan Taylor is just going too high in FanDuel. Going reasonable in DraftKings, that I couldn't do that. Jonathan Taylor, as you know, is leading the league in rushing. He also gets things done in the passing game. He is going lower over in DraftKings right now because he is going up against the Rams, who have given away the least amount of points so far this year to running backs. But given that Jonathan Taylor is an actual dual threat running back and having scored 30-plus fantasy points in back-to-back weeks, I think he has the potential to offset and give you the 7,500 worth that DraftKings is asking for him. And Omarion Hampton over in FanDuel, he's going for 7,000 and had a really good game with Najee Harris going down and supposed to be out. He showed in week 1 with his pass catching ability that he can be trusted. So when he went down, he got the lion's share of reps rushing and made things happen, and still was making things happen, catching out of the backfield. So with Harris supposed to be missing next week, this bodes really well for Hampton. And he is facing one of the weakest defenses, both giving up receiving yards and rushing yards to running backs this year so far. Suggestion 2, Omarion Hampton on DraftKings, as he is going for 5,900 for the previously mentioned reasons. James Cook III, he is going for 8,500 in FanDuel, facing a mediocre defense. Is 2nd in the league in rushing yards and has scored at least 1 touchdown in every single game so far this season. And also, those work out of the backfield. Wide receivers. Suggestion 1, Keenan Allen. He is going for 5,300 in DraftKings and 6,500 in FanDuel. He has been the most solid, consistent performer for the Chargers, and he has scored in every single game and leads the team in receptions. He is playing against a soft secondary this week as well. Suggestion 2, Emeka Egbuka. With Mike Evans being doubtful and Godwin being questionable, means if one or both does play, they aren't going to be at 100% for sure. And the rookie has already been showing a growing rapport with Baker Mayfield, so I expect him to get the majority of targets and have a big game against a mid-tier secondary. He is going for 6,800 in DraftKings and 7,000 in FanDuel. Suggestion 3, Rome Odunze. Just like Caleb Williams being 11th in the league in passing yards, Rome Odunze is 11th in the league in receiving yards. He also has scored at least once in every single game so far this year. And as stated, when I said Caleb Williams would be a good pick, they are facing a weak secondary. He is going for 6,300 DraftKings and 7,200 in FanDuel. Tight end suggestion, Hunter Henry. He's going for 4,000 in DraftKings, 5,500 in FanDuel. As stated earlier, the Panthers secondary isn't as good as it appeared to be last week, is my belief. Hunter Henry has shown increasing rapport with Drake May, and May has been lights out when it comes to targeting his throws. And when being used, Hunter Henry is one of the best tight ends in the game. Flex. Quinshon Judkins. His first week, he looked just okay. Second week, as he is a week behind the rest of the league, having set out the first week, he looked like he just might have something. So I say, given the quick increase in wanting to get him involved in the game, and then giving him goal line touches, and the way he ripped for a big gain running over everyone, I say roll the dice on him and see if he can do something big for you this week. As he gets more and more in game shape, he's getting more and more, in shape for the season as he's getting his touches and plays, getting used. He's going for 5,500 in DraftKings and 6,300 in FanDuel. Defense, Jaguars. They are one of the few defenses that has been consistent this year. And not only have they been consistent, but given how low a defense usually scores you, and they have been around 8 to 9 point marks, and are going cheap, I say pick up the guaranteed points and say thank you. They're going for 2,500 in DraftKings and 3,800 in FanDuel. Thanks again for tuning in with me, Bud, of Bud's Hot Sports Takes. Feel free to like, dislike, comment, and or hit the subscribe button. You can do all that below. And as always, I'll see you guys next week.